Today is just a typical day in the classroom with Gail where I come in the morning, run some reports on data that's happened up until today, and get everything ready for when her first class comes in. So make sure the software quick starts, website's up and running, and just sit down prepared for the students to walk in. For the most part, they know what they need to do, so I'm just there in the beginning to see that everyone gets logged in and is ready to work on their assigned assignments. I almost consider myself to be a kind of co-teacher with Gail. Hopefully she allows me to do as much as possible. So we talk via email and phone prior to the class, or just when I'm there from week to week. I understand of what she wants to do in the next coming days, weeks, so I can take her vision, take her assignments that she knows she wants to complete, and make sure they're ready, sitting there for the kids to just open up and start working. So she doesn't have to worry about that kind of preparation and kind of organization. It's already all set. She tells me what she wants to do, and I take care of all the back end kind of things. We start, JFYNet and myself, we start with a product. We have resources that are available, but that doesn't mean that's the end of the road. Gail will have ideas of her own from what she's maybe taught in the past, what she's seen here at a conference or hear from another teacher, or just things she's read about, thought about, and she'll bring whatever that is to my attention, her idea. Now I'll think about the resources I have at my disposal, like our Moodle site, the technology tools that we have or I may know about, and see how we can kind of organize her ideas and use the tools we have to create a fully functional lesson in Moodle. Something that she may have just seen on a worksheet, I can then say, well, this might work better on Moodle being an essay question, and then we'll have a fill in the table kind of question where we're going to use Google SketchUp, a free online tool, to be able to visualize this 3D pyramid so we can fill in the table and see how many faces we can have. Then there may be an activity or a question that's talking about angles. I know they have Geometry Sketchpad at this school, and a good use of that would be to bring in that piece of software and start creating angles and moving those angles around within the software so we can answer that particular question. And this all stemmed from one particular worksheet that she had in the back of the room. So I was able to bring in these 4 or 5 different things and make it one complete lesson. The kids see this seamless end product where they're using multiple tools, which they may have used a little bit here and there in the past, but to complete one kind of end product. And they get exposed to these different tools that the school has. So they may be in another classroom, they may be in the same classroom with a student that's never seen it, can sit there and explain the tool to that kid, may express to another teacher in another class that they've used this tool, and they think they may be able to complete that assignment using Geometry Sketchpad. They may go into a different class and realize the assignment that they're being asked to do on this piece of paper could be better described or completed using Geometry Sketchpad, which has happened on a few occasions. So they get exposed to everything that's available to them. And while I'm there as that resource to show them the quick and effective way to use it. Definitely. I myself work in a combination of middle school and high schools, public schools and charter schools. And there's different implementations all the way across the board. Teachers use the same pieces of technology in different ways. I've seen what doesn't work. I've seen what the students have been really engaged in. If I see something in Springfield that the students, all of a sudden, I've noticed a complete change in the classroom where they're jumping around, helping each other, and they're really enjoying what they're doing. And I know it's not happening at another school that may have that portion of our product, and they just haven't been doing this kind of way. That's something I would guaranteed I would bring in and explain to the teacher, to the students that, this has been working here. Students have shown interest, let's give it a shot. May not work there, but we're going to give it a shot since that is something that's been shown to be effective somewhere else. So I work at 10 schools. There are 2 more instructional technology integration specialists that have the same amount of schools. We get together all the time and talk about these different strategies that work and able to share them all over the place. Yeah, I mean, we're in this school, I'm in the school I'm in the district every week, in this school every other week, spend the whole day with her, but it doesn't end there. She has my cell phone number, my email, my work number to contact me at any time. A lot of the stuff we do is a web-based program. I can access and help her with whatever she needs to do at any time, as long as I have access to the internet. So I'll get a call 9, 10 o'clock at night, or an email 9, 10 o'clock at night, just asking me to do a couple quick things for her class the next day. I've told her that this is fine. I'm usually sitting at my computer anyway. I'll pop up something, one of her products, and make the changes she needs, send them on her way. She'll send me an email on the weekend. I'll know I have to be done by Monday, take care of it sometime during the weekend. Anytime she can contact me, and everything's on my phone, so I'll respond to her as soon as I possibly can, usually right away. What goes on here at this school, and when waking up to coming here, it's something I don't see anywhere else. You have a teacher that is 100% invested in the students and utilizing everything she has at her disposal in the best possible way, not just kind of throwing it at them and seeing what happens. She wants to know, what are my limits in using this? What are the best ways? I'll do whatever it takes to work on this product to get it to be effective in my classroom. You have students that kind of feed off of her and see that, and they actually get invested in themselves in the product. This is something they don't use anywhere else. So the technology kind of fosters them getting interested in it. They enjoy helping each other out once they figure something out, they're ready and willing to help the next person that's not quite understanding. I think that student engagement is kind of what I love about this place, and love coming and helping someone that 2 seconds later, when I've shown them that, helps someone else. So it's really the investment that the teachers and students make into this whole process that I enjoy coming to see. They know what their assignment may be, and there may be 10, 15 different assignments going on in the classroom, but each student knows individually what they need to do. And another thing that I love about this class is the extreme flexibility of it. Is Gail may have a whole plan today for her class, and her students know what they need to do. Kids may finish, kids may have completed it already. She may then come up with an idea, I may come up with an idea that builds on what they've done, and we can immediately add that as something to accomplish within the class, within the Moodle site. So the flexibility is great too, to change anything, add anything on the fly. It's great. I think if schools, administrators see what's happening in a classroom like this, they can't help but see what's probably completely different than what they'd see in the classroom in their own school. Students engaged, interested, helping each other. A student-centered classroom is not something I see at a lot of places. It's more the teachers standing up there, directing them, okay, you're going to do this, and then you're going to do this, and then you're going to do this, rather than students know what they have to accomplish, and they can get there however it is that they're going to get there. So I think the future looks good. Technology is definitely on the front page. A lot of new things are coming out, and social networking sites. Kids are all doing this. I think the administrators are starting to pick up that they're going to have to embrace this. And this is something that we as JFYNet have already thought about and have begun to incorporate into our program. So hopefully, I think that people will see us as being great facilitators in this process. I think, what I want people to know is that definitely teachers have a lot of ideas about what they would love to do. And I think a lot of what happens is they just think they don't have time. And I think that I heard it from Gail in the past, where she would love to do this, I don't have the time to do that at this time. And that's where I stepped in and was able to take just her ideas, which she can easily tell me anytime, her ideas, and put them into use. So I think if teachers just kind of express their ideas, whether it's to me as part of the JFYNet program or even within some kind of Classroom 2.0 social networking site, express their ideas in there, gotten a little conversation, something could be handed them. We've worked on this already. We've done this. We've completed this project. Here it is. If people are willing to share things they've completed in the world of education online, and it's something I'm very happy to work with teachers in creating, because the more people I'm working with, helping people create these different things, the bigger library we'll have to choose from. And I just think that teachers need to kind of express their ideas in more than just maybe their school environment. Someone in a position like mine, an instructional technology specialist, say at a public school district that sits in one building, really doesn't have a complete worldview. It doesn't get, like we spoke about earlier, those practices that happened out in Springfield, out in Randolph, wherever, because they're just used to seeing what's happening in their own little district. They don't see these different maybe cultural differences that have added to the assignments. So my experience going from south of Fall River, west of Springfield, north to Amesbury, and seeing all these different things happening from all over the state helps form one kind of vision that I have, and knowing that everything's possible. Being in just one little tight spot, you don't get to see everything that works, things that work better than others. If I'm not working directly in a classroom, working with the students, or during a prep period, working with current projects that the teacher may have, pretty much all I'm doing is researching what else it is that I can bring into our product. Whether that's testing out different software, creating different pieces, quizzes or lessons within our product, researching on the web about the best new educational site that has the virtual manipulatives. That's all I'm doing, and basically vetting the ones I feel that are worthwhile, that are great, bring those to my colleagues, see what they think, and if there's an agreement about what they think is good, we'll bring that in as part of what